Hi guys, Ashantin here. Welcome to an edition of my channel update. It's some time since I did a channel update and I thought it would be nice to talk to you about what's going on in my world and definitely talk to you about what's happening on my channel. Firstly, I've had a lot of problems with my voice recently. We had a really cold spring. The wind was straight from Siberia, and there's virtually no high ground between us and Siberia. And this incredibly cold spell came in. They called it the beast from the east. Now it's over. We've jackknifed from really bitter winter straight into summer. We've had virtually no spring at all. So every single tree and plant has decided that it better flower before it's too late, and it's thrown its pollen out. And I don't normally suffer from hay fever or pollen at all, but there is so much pollen in the atmosphere, so much dust. It's really making me quite hoarse and my voice is sounding very odd. So that's been going on. And I did a few notes for this channel update, and it wasn't until I was noting things down I realised how much I was actually doing at the moment. I'm having a wonderful time with my channel, with my computer games. My channel is growing very slowly. I don't get many likes. I get comments from a lot of people who I'm now beginning to regard as friends. Thanks guys. I'm not worried about my channel growing because this has been a huge learning period for me. You know that I've had problems in setting things up. I've had lag. I've had a new computer to set up. And I have learnt so much, which is the whole purpose of doing this, as well as just, sharing things with people. So basically, I'm very pleased with my progress at the moment. So, what sort of games am I playing and what's happening with them? Well, I started making videos when I was playing on the Tree Realms server, which is a Minecraft realm, of course. And we have the group gathered together. We've got a small team of players. Depending on time, we might be able to take more in. But we do have a small team of players. And we've all been playing together for years. We like each other enormously. We come from a range of backgrounds. We're very international. We span the globe. We come from a range of ages. I think our youngest may be 14. Our oldest is a lovely grandma. We come from a complete range of political views, and we do try not to discuss politics. I think one of the biggest rows we ever had was over politics, or I was not involved in that, so we try not to do that. So it's a completely diverse group. But what we do have in common is we all love Minecraft, we all love building. And even though we have very different views, and sometimes I'm sure we exasperate each other, we really like each other. And that makes a huge difference. We're very careful who we take into our team, and that care has paid off over the years. We're waiting for the aquatic update. We're waiting eagerly for the aquatic update. As soon as that starts, we're going to start a new map, and then we'll be banditing around, helping each other, and generally building and just loving ourselves. Not loving ourselves, but loving the whole thing. And Kendi is going to join us this year, which is absolutely great. And I've met Kendi through Banished. Now, talking about Minecraft, BU4U and I have a realm going. This is the realm I'm in at the moment. It started with me teaching BU4U to play Minecraft, but at the moment, basically, we're just having a lot of fun derping around. I'm trying to teach her different things, but what happens is I forget a bit here and there, and all of you have acted as coaches, for which many thanks. She and I really enjoy playing together, so we're going to keep that world going, or this world going, with only two of us. We've put a lot of effort into where we are so far, so I don't think we're going to regenerate a world for the aquatic update unless this one completely and utterly I'm English, I would say bogs up. It's not a very good expression. And gets messed up. Let's try and put it that way. Okay. So that's going to go on. Now, BU, For You and I have tended to record a whole load of videos together and then put them all up sort of one every other day. And we're not getting a consistency. We're getting a sort of, record, put stuff up, then there's a hole, record, put stuff up, then there's a hole. And I think when you're trying to follow a series, if you know that it's coming out on a certain day, it helps enormously. So we've had a long discussion on this, and we've decided to try for 2 videos a week on a Monday and a Thursday. So it's going to be Minecraft Mondays for BU, For You and myself. Now, I've got thoroughly addicted to Starview Valley. I'm taking a break at the moment, mostly because family matters have intervened in my private life. I've had a family member who's needed a lot more care than usual, not to mention the dog. So I've played an awful lot of Stardew Valley. I've decided I'm going to slow that down. I've been putting up 1 video per day. And again, I'll probably head for 2 a week from now on. But if I get addicted to it again, I might put up a few more. I know I shouldn't record everything, but I tend to. All right, so Stardew Valley I shall continue to play, and the multiplayer is due to come out on that. I have been invited to play in multiplayer with someone I'd very much like to play with, and that's One Last Midnight. But it depends on whether we can get the time schedules to work together. He's on, I think he's Northwest America, and I'm sort of Southern England. He plays heavily modded. I have no idea how to mod anything. And so we would really have to have a look. He also streams, and he is hilarious when he's streaming. I love his dry sense of humour. How his fans would take to having a sort of, cut glass English accent and a female to boot into the mix, I do not know. But we might have a look at that. Banished is, of course, a very long-term passion with me. And I am at the moment playing modded Banished. I'm playing another series of North 6. I'm playing North 6.2, which has progressed further. And as usual, I'm absolutely loving it. It's the most gorgeous mod. The guy who did it, who is Tom Sawyer, and he is on at Banished Ventures, has done a wonderful job at that. So again, I'm really enjoying that. So I'm keeping going on Banished. I'm going to put Banished up every Wednesday because there's a whole group of us who all put Banished videos up on a Wednesday. We double E. Hi, used to always start his videos by yelling, "It's Banished Wednesday," and I'm afraid we all decided to join in. So all of us now, it's Banished Wednesday, and we all put videos up on a Wednesday. And I also put Banished videos up on a Saturday as well. So it's 2 per week on Banished. Now, the other game I'm playing is Vintage Story. I thought long and hard about this one because this is a seriously grindy one to play as a single player survival world, and my own view is this is a new game that is being written, and to me it's absolutely fascinating being involved with a whole group of game developers. I mean, with my level of tech, you can imagine I have to ask all the time for translations, but the wonderful things have happened. They've taught me what a voxel is and what voxel art is, which I never knew before, and I'm learning all sorts of things. They do have discussions which are completely unintelligible to me, of course, but they're nice guys, and they've got used to the fact that, I mean, they can't believe how little I know about tech, and now they've got used to the fact that they have someone with them who's truly tech blind and trying to play a game that needs a lot of grinding and that is in the development stage. We're all getting on extremely well, which is very nice. I did the same thing with Vintage Story that BU, For You and I were doing. I used to record in batches and then put one up every day, and this is not going to work for this game. So I'm going to aim, excuse me, I'm going to cough, it's this pollen again. I know I should mute the mic, but there you go. I'm going to aim for putting up one video of me actually playing in my world every Friday. But what I am using Vintage Story for is there are not many tutorials on it. So I'm using Vintage Story to learn how to make tutorials. I'm not making them in flat worlds and creative where it's easy. I'm actually making them in my survival world, because I think that gives people a much better view than just doing it on a blank paper where everything's at your fingertips. But learning to make tutorials is quite an art form, so that's a learning curve for me as well. Also, I have fallen into, and I will be picking this up again, making, I call it poetry by Farlight, I think, or Fireside Poetry, that's what I call it. A friend of mine asked me to read a poem, and it was unexpectedly popular. So now I've got one poem I'm going to do that has been requested, but I'm putting up some of my favourite poems, sitting by the fireside reading poetry. I never thought I'd be doing this. But as I said, people like it for some reason. So if people like it, I'm going to do it. And I love poetry. You know, it's one of my first loves. So guys, this is all that's happening on my channel, which I'm just having a wonderful time. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, meeting wonderful people, and thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you for all of you who comment. I love comments. And those of you who put a like on my video, I can't thank you enough, because I don't ask for likes. So it means a lot to me when you do so. So I do hope that you guys will stay with me, keep watching, and thank you for listening. Bye bye.